listen, mate, you get them fucking creases and you iron them out, you move forward, you crack on, you keep putting one foot in front of the other and you'll get there. Look, there's no point being the richest man in the pub, you know what I mean, and no one can drink with you. I'm like bringing my friends and family with me. Now, there are days where I'll get up at 4 AM and it'll still be 11:30 at night and I'll still be grafting. We employ 14 people now, you know, like there's 14 people that I give jobs to every day. There's so many things that I've built off the back of that show.
So thanks for coming on again, Tom.
Thank you for having me, mate.
No, enjoyed being in the studio, setting up studio shop even. We turned it into a studio today, haven't we?
That's it, yes, mate. Yeah. So down at my shop at down Lakeside Shopping Centre. Thanks for making the trip down.
No, I've enjoyed it. We missed all the traffic. I had a clean run, so it was all right. But how's life been?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's been good, mate. Listen, I'll be honest with you, I just don't stop grafting, mate. Like I've been really busy recently, and I got married a few weeks ago. Just been away on holiday, but other than that, been back to the grind, back to the graft, and trying to earn some money.
Yeah, no, I saw a few videos from Lewis, and I saw your stories when you were on holiday. But I think it was before, wasn't it? You got a bit bad, sunburn.
What's that, mate? I burn like you can't believe. I just go bright red. I'll tan afterwards and I'll go bright red like that straight away.
See, I'm a bit like that, but then it just doesn't really tan. It burns and I just go like completely pale.
Start peeling and all that.
Yeah, see, I don't get that point, but I just like burn and then it just drifts a little bit. But I thought it'd be best to just start the beginning, really. So, school. What was school like for you?
I used to enjoy school, really. Like, let me get people comfortable. I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, that's all right.
These rattan sets are lovely and comfortable. They're for sale in the Lakeside shop. Pop down. We've got an offer on. School, mate. I used to enjoy school. I did get expelled from school. I've told the story a few times. It's, when I was a kid growing up, like I was always a worker. Like I had a job on a Saturday in my dad's friend's barber shop, sweeping up there. I used to go and set up the market stalls on Romford Market. I had paper rounds coming out of my ear. I used to do loads of them, all round Gideon Park, London Road, Romford, all round everywhere around there. And I remember going to my dad, going, listen, like, how can I earn some extra money? And my dad went to me, I'll find something for you. Because I was like, Dad, give us another £5 I go to school with. And he was just going, nah, like, you going to work, get your own money, I ain't give you nothing. So he come back home to the pub one night, drunk, with his mate, Uncle Al, and he had a suitcase full of porno and pirate DVDs. And he went to me, look, right, what you going to do is, he said, you're going to sell these at school. He said, you go, £3 each, 2 for £5, and you've got to give me £1 a DVD back. I went, lovely, I'll do that, Dad. And went to school, put the suitcase in my locker, got my drawstring bag, was out knocking them out to all my little mates at school, and started earning some money out of them, doing really well out of them. And then I remember the second day, went to my locker, filled the bag up again. I was in the lunch hall, leant over asking the teacher what I want for dinner. I was going, Miss, I'll have the beans, Miss, I'll have the sausage, I'll have the mash. As I leant over, the bag split. Selection of porno DVDs scattered along the school lunch hall floor, and next thing you know, I was frog marched to the headmaster's office, and that was the day I got expelled. So
they give it to you back. The DVDs, they give it to you back.
I'm lucky I didn't
probably kept them.
So that was so I finished school before the GCSEs, but it sort of made me more hungry to sort of go to work. Like I weren't a naughty boy at school. I was a cheeky boy at school, but I was dyslexic, so I struggled. I did struggle with school, you know, but I wouldn't say I was thick. I wouldn't say I was like the problem child, but I was having a laugh and making a joke, and probably the best thing that ever happened to me was leaving school early, because I literally started working with my dad and going forward from there, and it sort of taught me how to be a man, you know. Like when I was sort of 16, 17, I always had money in my pocket and used to go out and used to be out by myself trainers and things like that because I was working.
Yeah, of course. I think at school, it's a big thing now, but it's the whole university thing. If you don't go uni, it's a bit of a failure and all that. I don't really believe in all that, but I think school was good for people skills.
100%.
That was my thing about it.
But I do think that schools teach kids the wrong things. I do like as I've got older and realised what I like to run my business, what I need to know. Like a lot of it I don't need to know, and I have to ask advice and get taught things. But I think there's so many things that should be taught at school to kids about being a businessman or about being an entrepreneur that you don't learn that. And I think when you go to doing it for yourself, you do find it hard. I suppose that's why we have things like accountants, like advisors, financial advisors to help people. But I do think there could be more done at school to teach kids how to pay bills, how to save money, all them sort of things.
VAT, stuff
because
like
I was
that
a nightmare with money, mate. Like honestly, when I was younger, if I'd earn £100, I'd spend £100. You know what I mean? I was always like that. Like, and if you was taught at school, just save 10%, just save 20%, you'd be so many more kids or young adults now that would be in a better position, 100%.
I remember, because we didn't learn about anything, no business, it was never offered at school. And I remember, even like college, you get paid, go out to the club, spunk it all, out, and skint for the rest of the month.
Listen, and then... I'm the world's worst, mate. I've been there buying bottles of champagne with no money in my pocket going, I've got to owe you two, huh?
Right, come back next week and pay, and everything like that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, so obviously you left school, and then the market stalls and everything like that. That must have been quite a big learning.
Yeah, mate. So I grafted them. I love the market. Absolutely love the market. Like, there weren't anywhere that, anything I couldn't get my hands on, and I'd ever go at anything. You know, one week I'd be doing women's clothes. Next week I'd be doing bloody school bags. Next week I'll be doing bed sheets. It just never really, there was never one set in stone, and I always sort of find the line. And I used to do quite. I've never done seriously well in the market, but I used to do quite well. But my problem was I was a spender at a young age, and until I got a bit older and learned, you know, this ain't a life. Go out and earn £1,000 and spend £1,000. That ain't, you know what I mean? Until I got a bit older and wisened up and learned a lot. I think that's really You know?
Well, even the market was become quite a trendy thing now. I don't know if you saw Gymshark recently. They set up a market stall. I can't remember where it was, and they had their owner Ben Francis doing all the sales for it.
Brilliant.
And they started doing everything like that.
I love that Gymshark. He's done so well, that fella, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He smashed
the two of them, wasn't it? Both set it up, and they're both now worth hundreds and hundreds of millions.
That's it. I'd love a bit of pattern behind them.
They're loving it. But yeah, I mean, the markets, you always see it, because Eddie Hearn always speaks about it and stuff like that as well. And it's always things like that geezery kind of sales thing. We never used to have it round by us. I wish there was something like round by us that we could have like
a Wall Street sales office.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like the only one by us was like shisha pens. Remember those old little like knockoff like vapes basically they used to do. That was all we used to have. Or like a guy selling like dodgy cigarettes and stuff like that. That's all we had. So you did the market stalls and everything like that. And then what happened next after that?
So I mean, well I had the market stalls and then trying to think now. Something's gone in the last couple of years. Then I started doing pillows, and I mean, so I had the market, and I started, and what happened was, I remember going with my missus to go and buy a pillow, and I think it was, I mean, I might be getting this wrong now, but it was about 90 quid or 100 quid, and I remember looking and thinking, how is this 100 quid or 90 quid? And I was selling a bit of bed linen, I was selling some bed sheets, and I was doing the odd pillow, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to find out how and why. So I ended up buying this pillow and driving up to a manufacturer, a well-known manufacturer, and said, look, like, could you make me something similar to this? And I remember it being, it's so long ago now, either 9 quid or 11 quid to make this pillow that was almost £100.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, there's a market there, like there's a serious market. And I remember making a very similar pillow. And I borrowed some money to go and make the first 100, and I drove around to different mattress and bed shops, and I started getting a little round, and I was the pillar man. I'd knock on shop doors, how you doing, mate? Well, I've got these lovely pillars, equivalent temper pillars, almost 100 quid. We're selling this one at £30. It's going to cost you 15 quid, and I used to make a fiver a pillow, and then I sort of built around a little roundabout, sort of 50 or 60 shops. Each shop would sell sort of 10 pillars a week, and that's how I started doing 500 pillars a week, you know what I mean? Nicking a fiver a pillow, and it was a good little business, and built that up and started doing that, and then the next thing happened, I was on The Apprentice.
How was that?
Loved it, mate. Absolutely. I'd always say that The Apprentice was the best thing that I've ever done, especially for my business. Like, I ain't your typical apprentice candidate.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, I never went to college, I never went to university. Like, I never had a proper job. I've always worked on market stalls, bought and sold, like out the back of vans. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been, like, never dodgy, but like I was always a little bit close to the edge. You know what I'm saying? And I loved like that when I went there. There was so many people there, and I just got on with everyone. Like, everyone was so different, and it was the biggest learning curve I think I've ever had, because when you go to The Apprentice, they throw you in this lovely big house, this beautiful house, and you with 15 or 16 other people, other candidates that you do not know. You don't know who they are, like, and you get to know them, and you find everyone's from different walks of life, something to do different work to you, and you become friends. You become a bit of a weird little dysfunctional family in a mad way, because you're all living in this house together, and you're all in a competition. But yeah, mate, I enjoyed it so much, meeting Lord Sugar, doing these mad tasks, going to South Africa. Like, it was an experience like no other. And I'd recommend anyone watching this who thinks they want to go on The Apprentice, do it. You know what I mean? Have a go, do it.
What was your favourite task on there? I remember the South Africa one quite well, because I remember the sales pitch, like seeing the big four and everything like that.
That's it, yeah. I loved them all, really. I'm a South Africa was blind. I loved doing the isolate task, because I sold out of isolates within like the first half hour.
I do remember watching that.
And we had to go and get some more isolates, because I sold them all out. That was a good one. The train one was good, because we were going this beautiful old steam train, and it went round the country, and we sat on it for hours, and we'd done this task, sort of serving food and giving bottles of wine out. That was a great one as well. They was all good tasks. Everything was different, but yeah, loved them all, really. You
see, I do think, and Lewis is going to hate me for saying this, I do think you're probably the most likeable person that's ever been on there. And I think
Mate, you make me in real life, I'm actually a prick.
No, we've had a couple of times now, but you are exactly how you come across as well. There's nothing like fake about it, which sometimes you do see with certain people. They might sort of act a certain way, then you meet them and they're not.
I mean, look, listen, like on that show, there's one thing that I've always done. I never spoke about anyone behind their back, which a lot of them do on there. I'd never dog no one, and that's not me, that's not my style. Like, and I'd always hold my hands up for my own mistakes. Like, look, listen, I knew. There's one thing I knew I was good at was selling, but like the other things I knew I was pony at. I was terrible. So I was there to learn, and I was there to sort of go through the process and pick up and practice. And yeah, look, I was just myself, mate. I just had a laugh on there, and I'm glad that I come across well, and people like me on it, really. Yeah,
because how big was social media for you when you came off? Because obviously, it kind of went crazy for you.
Yeah, I mean, look, as soon as the show finished, sorry, pardon me, so me bacon and egg sandwich coming up on me. As soon as the show finished, my life changed. I remember just walking up. Funny enough, walking up to Lakeside Shopping Centre to go and get a pair of trainers. I couldn't walk from the car to the JD Sports to get a pair of trainers without getting. It was mad. I was getting grabbed hold of photos. Like then I got invited to do Celebrity MasterChef. Done 8 out of 10. Catch, I'm sitting there with Jimmy. I'm having like lunch with film stars. Like my business went colossal. It was honestly a life-changing experience. Become good friends with Lord Sugar. It was just mad. Like the opportunities and the doors that opened for me was unbelievable. And I'm so grateful, you know, so grateful for it.
Because I think, especially with like social media, I don't think there's anyone that I can think of that when we said that we're filming with you, can you get a video saying Bosch? Can you get this? Can you get that? And it's like, and I was like, people didn't even know. They were like, oh, I don't know who that is. And I started like, you say one thing, like send one video. They go, I know who that is. The guy that drinks Stella that shouts Bosch. And I'm there like, he's not just known for that. I was like, but yeah, obviously that. But the word Bosch, obviously it's now everywhere. We're saying Bosch World, there's Bosch Beds. Yeah. Where Bosch Drivers? Yeah. You've got there.
It's just a word that I've just always said as a kid, Bosch. You know what I mean? Like Bosch, a Bosch. And I just always said it. And, they picked it up on the Apprentice, funny enough, and it's sort of become viral now. Like I walk down the street, little young kids go Bosch. You know, I'll be sitting outside my pub and a car drive past a van and I go Bosch, Jimmy. Like it's just everyone just started saying it, you know. Like all my friends have started saying it. Like even one of my good friends, Johnny Fisher, who's a boxer. Yeah. He's called his little following the Bosch Army. You know, like
I've seen that. Yeah.
we got Bosch. So it's just mad. We got. Bosch has become a mad little thing, and I've named all my businesses, all my products are named in some sort of Bosch way. Like we've got the Bosch Patio Garden Eaters. This is the Bosch World Garden Furniture Store. Bosch Beds Shop in Brentwood. They've got the Bosch Sales Office. There's Bosch lines of Bosch products, and I'll keep bringing them out, and I'll milk it as far as I can. You know what I mean?
But people love it though, don't they? So why wouldn't you? It is one of those things. It's like, to be fair, we've seen when we were setting up the amount of people that have walked past. It's like popping in and stuff like that, and then you get a few people go, that's the guy that says Bosch, that's like pointing in the face, stuff like that, and I'm just like, you've got to embrace it, don't you? Because people love it, and then they're the people that are coming in here buying stuff.
Yeah, mate, I love it. Like it's just nice. It's nice to be recognised. I do like being recognised, and I do like meeting people, and like, do you know what I do? I don't know if you follow me on Twitter or anything, but like Twitter's probably my best platform, and like all I do is just I work hard, and like. I wouldn't have what I've got without hard work. I know obviously the TV helped me out massively, and it did, but if I hadn't have followed it and pushed it, and I wouldn't have built up, a successful career. But we employ 14 people now, like there's 14 people that I give jobs to every day. There's so many things that I built off the back of that show, and I do videos on Twitter every morning. Guys, I'm in the van today. Guys, I'm down the warehouse. I don't want to say like that, but it helps people, Like, and if one person just watches one video and goes, Tom, like, you inspired me to go and I was in a dead end job for 20 years, didn't like it. I watched that video and I thought, you know what, I can do it, and it changes, Like that, I love that. I love that about it. That it's given me a platform. It's given me something to talk to people, to share my story. I love it. I do, honestly. I enjoy it.
I think the biggest brands right now as well, and the ones that are doing really well, are focused on community, and they build a really big community. And I think that's what you've got to a T.
Mate, listen, like I'm all about. Look, my whole business model is affordability, and good customer service. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you into something actually now. So, last couple of weeks, right, I had a hard decision to make, but I had a couple of staff members that were working for me, that are friends, that weren't pulling their weight properly, and we started getting a couple of bad reviews. Phoned in, spoke to a girl in the office, nothing happened. And I thought, what is going on? Like, that ain't my brand. And it was really, I've been stressed out about it all week, funny enough. I had to let a couple of people go, and I was gutted because I thought they're my friends. I thought they want to see me. But another thing I found is that people do get jealous of success as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've had to get new staff in. They're great. You haven't got a business without staff, and my staff mean a lot to me. And I look after all my staff, but some people do take kindness for weakness, And the team I've got around me have been like big lanks, Mitchell, Gareth over there. We've got some.
Gareth's been great this morning. We've been cracking up with him all morning.
We've got some, my missus Sinead. They say you need a good woman behind you. My missus is just so supportive, like, can't believe. I've got a fantastic team behind me. My friend Cole, I've got brilliant people that are with me. My friend Charles, they're all part of my team. And they all pull their weight and push me. But sometimes in business, you do get a couple of people that you think are with you that ain't. And I had to make a decision this week. It was a hard one, and I've been so stressed out about it. But I had to do it, and we got new starters, and they're doing really well, and they're building onwards and upwards. But yeah, it's it.
See, I was quite similar. At the start of my business, I only hired mates. And then everyone's like, "Oh, it's a bad idea," and I was like, "Yeah, but it isn't. It isn't."
It ain't. Because you find out who your real mates are. Like I've got some blind. I've got mates that die for me. You know what I mean? And I die for them. Like, I've got mates that we've done things together that you can't believe that no one will ever find out about because we've done them together, and that's it. You only need fucking 3 friends around you that are powerful and look after you, and you can do whatever you want, mate. You can take over a gaff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Do you feel quite relieved now? Because I had that when we had to get rid of some people.
I mean, listen, I was upset. I was more stressed out at the work I had to put on myself from things that weren't done. That was a hard thing for me. But listen, mate, you get them fucking creases and you iron them out, you move forward, you crack on, you keep putting one foot in front of the other and you'll get there. If you sit there, dwell about it, sort yourself, have a sulk, you ain't going to fucking move forward.
No, definitely. And I think if you stay too long on a decision as well, especially hiring and firing and stuff like that, I think when it's the point where you 60% know that you should have done that, it's too late.
Of course, mate. Listen, mate, I'm no expert. I make mistakes every day of the week, you know what I mean? But sometimes if the wood's starting to rot, you've got to cut it out.
Yeah. It's about TikTok as well. I do love you on TikTok. It's fantastic. I even saw some of the guys coming in and saying they saw you on TikTok and wanted photos and everything like that. Do you think TikTok is now overtaking Instagram for like your community?
Well, I don't know. I think Twitter is always going to be number one for me. Twitter's always going to be number one. Like I looked at my engagements. I get like fucking. So I keep swearing on this podcast.
Crack on. Yeah, it's fine.
I get like 100 million engagements a week on my Twitter. It's it's madness. I mean. TikTok is the younger generation. We've got videos and they've got 5 million views. It's crazy, Whereas on Instagram, they might only get 100,000.
The Stella video.
Yeah, relax, drink Stella. It make you feel better.
We've even got some of the Stellas for you over there.
Thank you very much. I'll drink them later.
I thought they were going early start. I thought you get you a couple of them. Well, there's 18 of them there, so you'll be able to smash them out later. But that's the thing, you can just go viral so quickly on there. And I think maybe that generation didn't see you on The Apprentice. They didn't see MasterChef or anything like that. I think MasterChef might be a bit of an older generation anyway. And now it's massive.
Yeah.
Like, I see the amount of people using your sound as well. I don't get nervous, but sometimes get a little bit shaky.
Mate, did you know that was the #1 trending thing on TikTok for 4 months?
My mate quotes it all the time. He's never watched The Apprentice and had no idea who you were and stuff like that. I was like, you say it every day when I call you. And he's like, oh, him, he's a legend. I'm like, right, okay. It's like the sound sort of takes over, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can't really go anywhere without hearing it now.
Nah, I know, it's mental.
Like, I had someone quote it in a business meeting before, like client meeting, talking about recruitment, and they quoted it, and I was like, about their hiring plans, I'm a little bit nervous, and they just said it, and I was like, what is happening here? I was like, it's going everywhere. But then, so your spike, so obviously the whole point of the podcast being called The Spike is the thing that's unique to you, that's made you stand out. I mean, there's probably quite a few things for yourself. What do you think the thing that you possess, the personality trait, the skill that has really separated you?
I think hard working. I do work hard. I do probably work too hard sometimes. People say to me, mate, you're going to give yourself a heart attack. Calm down. There's days where I'll get up at 4 a.m. and it'll still be 11:30 at night and I'll still be grafting. But I like to give a good service and I don't like letting people down, Like, I've always been about that. And I like to bring my team with me.
Yeah.
Like, I keep that bacon and egg sandwich you're repeating to me. Like, I'm a great believer of like, look, there's no point being the richest man in the pub. You know what I mean? And no one can drink with you. I'm like bringing my friends and family with me. You know what I mean? We're gonna go out together. We all go out together. You know what I mean? And we're all gonna go out. We're all gonna eat. We're all gonna have a good time. And I'm all about a close knit, like, listen, close and tight, and looking after each other, and being friendly, and just being honest as well. You know, like, if I got a problem, like, if I got something bad going on, I'll say, listen, I've got a problem, and that's it. That's how I've always been.
No, definitely. Looking back at the last 3 years, then, 'cause it's kind of been a bit of a mental for you. Obviously, you had COVID as well. I don't want to talk about COVID too much. I can't stand talking about it.
I went to work every day through COVID, mate. It didn't stop me.
Yeah.
Every day through COVID.
It's a bit of a nightmare. But looking back now, what's been like the highlight that you always think, you know, I made it moment, but the moment you look back on, if it gets a bit down, you think, this is why we're doing this?
I think one of them always, obviously, getting married to my beautiful wife. That was one of my highlights. Having my little boy Emery, mate, my little boy, I love him so much. That was a massive thing for me. Loved that. Another one was when Lord Sugar went to me, if I was at war and I was in the trenches, I'd have Tom Skinner by my side.
We spoke about this on the way up. On the way up today, we were just having a chat.
That was a mad thing. I won Male Personality of the Year. Yeah. Like, wow. Mate, I'm just a geezer that sold things out of the back of a van in Romford.
2 years in a row?
Yeah, it was 2 years.
Wanted to be humble about it. I was like,
look, I'm a geezer like who just sold crap out the back of a van, and I got given a chance, and I've grabbed the ball by the horn, and I've run with it, you know, and I've pushed it, and I've built something spectacular. I wake up every morning, and I'm grateful for the option I've been given. And I wouldn't have got here without the hard work and my team around me. But yeah, there ain't really one highlight. There's several highlights. There is. I mean, look at this. I've got a shop.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I've got a shop next door to Boots in the busiest shopping centre in
the
Europe.
West Ham shop as well.
You know what I mean? The West Ham shop's over there. Like, I've got a sales office. You know, we've loads of guys on the phone every day. Like, I've got these giant warehouses full of stock. It's mad. You know what I mean? I walk down the street and people go, all right, Tom, keep going, mate. We love you. We follow you on Twitter. We've seen you on TikTok. It's crazy. Honestly, it's crazy. And there ain't nothing. There ain't one highlight really. There's several highlights, but it's just been a journey, and I'm going to carry on going, and this train ain't stopping. You know what I mean? I've
got to shout out these egg chairs. These egg chairs they're so sick as well. We were looking at them earlier, and I was like, I feel like I might have to walk away with one or something like that.
We'll do your deal one as well. Now we've got you down here. You know what I mean? We'll get you going back the motor.
I said this to Callan on the way up. I was like, someone's walking away with something. Either you're walking away with a driver, or I'm walking away with like a new set of chairs or something like that. But it's oh, there we go. That's what I'm going to say. Obviously, with people recognising you in front of that, I know a lot of people say they struggle to sort of take themselves out of it, remain level-headed and everything like that. What do you think has been like the highlight for you to keep doing that? Because you don't come across as someone that is big-headed at all. Like, I've met you a couple of times now. You just...
Mate, listen, look, listen, like, I used to sell crap out of the back of a van, on car boot sales and market stalls. Like, I ain't no one special, you know what I mean? All I am is I'm a hard worker. Like, I'm never going to think I'm better than no one, ever. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't that person. Like, keep level-headed. Listen, we are all the same. We're all cut from the same cloth. Don't make me no better just because I've got a successful business and that. Yeah. So what? I can have a cut of nice meals. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? I'm still the same person. I've still got the same mates. I've still got the same family. I love my family. You know what I mean? I'm never going to change, ever. I'm just going to keep building and building and growing and building and you know, take over the world one day.
No, definitely. What's next for Bosch as well? I know obviously the drivers came out recently.
Yeah, so actually we sold 1,000 drivers this week. 1,000 golf drivers.
Where did the idea come from as well? Because it's obviously you got furniture, then you had pillows, which is
like I'm just one in people where like I'm a bit of a weirdo. Like when I am like I don't like things when they're expensive, and I think why is it so expensive? And I went to go and buy a new golf club, and I remember it being like 600 quid for a decent driver.
I can't get into golf.
Why? What is going on? And we got it. When I got my manufacturer, because I thought I'm not having this, brought it back, and it's a really bloody good driver that's affordable. You know what I mean? And we sold just over 1,000 drivers this week, which is probably more than what Callaway done.
Yeah, I mean, Callum was having a go with one early, and he was just like, this is really good. And I was like, I have no idea about golf. I can't get into it. I don't mind Top Golf. I can do that.
Top Golf is good fun, yeah.
And there's one in London, which is like Greenwich, Pennsylvania or something like that. It's near the O2, and that one's unreal as well. But then, right, so dinner party, 3 guests, dead or alive, or anything like this. We spoke to Joe about this, and his one was actually really, really good.
Who did he pick?
I'll tell you after.
Go on, need to pick.
He picked Dad, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hitler was, because he just said, how interesting would that be? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And I think he said Churchill was the last one. So he said I got Hitler and Churchill in the same room together. And I was like, Yeah, I get that.
3 dinner guests. Anyone, yeah?
Anyone. I got in trouble for one of mine. I said Madeleine McCann so I can know what happened and I can finally let everyone know. But it's true though, isn't it? Because could you imagine like finding out what's happened?
Yeah.
And then you'd know,
Poor girl.
I got in a bit of trouble for that one.
I have to think about this one. I think Bobby Moore.
Yeah.
Just I'd love to have a chat with him.
So for a Carl
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. That's a good one.
Mate, Amy Winehouse. I remember going to this little... Do you know what? I've always loved her music, yeah? And I remember going to this little, like, backstreet bar in Soho. And we walk into this beautiful... It's like a jazz bar, and there was people playing music, singing, and it was only tiny. And the whole walls were covered with paintings of Amy Winehouse. And they was all for sale, and I was trying to have a deal to buy one in there with a fella. And I just thought she'd been so interesting to talk to. I don't know what made me think of that one. Amy Winehouse. And who else we think?
We've had a lot of people say Bieber, just for the stories.
Justin Bieber?
For the stories, yeah. I think someone that's been famous since they were like 7.
Yeah,
and all the stuff that he's been through.
I don't know. I think you're doing me head in. I think I'll be like, shut up, mate. You're doing me brain in. So we've got Bobby Moore. We've got Amy Winehouse.
Dean Ashton. Thrown in our West Ham.
I see Trevor Sinclair when I was away on holiday last week. He's a nice man. I was in Marbella, and do you know, the man's thing, I was a bit stressed out, got on the plane, like a bit of ag checking in, and he came in, Bosch, and I didn't recognise me. I went, bloody hell, it's Trevor Sinclair, how you doing, mate? You all right? So we're going to have Amy Winehouse, we're going to have Bobby Moore, and I think we're going to have the Queen.
Queen, yeah.
I think we're going to have the Queen, mate.
Because you can say you've had, what are you eating?
Bit of pie mash, eh?
So you had pie mash of the Queen?
Bit of pie mash of the Queen. Who can say that? What'd you do the weekend? I sat down with Amy Winehouse, Bobby Moore and the Queen and a bit of pie mash.
Would be definitely an interesting table, wouldn't it?
Be a different table, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be a good one. But I mean, nearly at the end of it. Is there anything else you want to go through? Obviously, tell everyone about the shop, tell everyone about drivers, where they can find everything.
Guys, if you need a mattress, need a bed, come to Bosch Beds. We make everything in the UK. We specialise in our products being built in the UK. Affordability, quality and customer service are my 3 key things. We deliver nationwide, and also we do garden furniture now, we do Bosch drivers, we do garden heaters, and our range is always growing. And we've got some exciting things out in this year, some which I can't tell you about, but some exciting new TV shows coming out this year as well, which are big. So I've got that happening, and I want to wish you good luck with your podcast as well.
I've got a feeling I know what that could be, because I keep saying, I said to someone the other week that I feel like I'm not going to say it. But I said it was Joe I was speaking to, and I said, I think that's the next thing. I'll tell you after, as soon as the camera stops, I'll say what my incline is. But no, Tom, thanks very much, Tom.
No, brilliant. Well done, mate. Well done. Have a good day.